Hey, what's up, family? You're probably asking yourself why I have this right here. This is a representation of being a champion, okay? Being a champion. And what does a champion represent? What does a champion represent? That means you're at the top of the game. You're at the top. You know, everybody else is a challenger, and you're at the top. You know, you hold the world in your hand when you're considered a champion. Now, this can be also representation of ego or stuff like that. But that's where the whole concept of realizing what's important, realizing what is important. You know, holding this right here, does this make you better than everybody else? No, it doesn't. It does not make you better than everybody else. Because this right here is an object, and this object can take control of you and take control of what your goal was in the first place, or what your goal was in the first place. And you know, that whole goal, when you're rising up in levels of consciousness awareness, when you're rising up in levels, is to get the champion, is to get the crown, is to get the gold, you know. It's raising up in the ranks, you know. But once you get this, does not mean that you're at the top of everybody else, you know, because everybody else still wants to get this, and be champion, you know. They just want to be champion, so they're gonna have to rise up in the ladders. And as a champion, as a starseed, we're here to help people rise up, you know. When you're a champion, you set the goal and you set the standards for what it means to be a starseed. Okay, what it means to be a starseed. Now, I titled this video, and I might change this, but I'm going to title this video, you know, what is Team Light? What is Team Light? And this whole thing is just getting way out into confusion land. People don't even understand what it is. Honestly, you know, there really is no Team Light. It really is starseeds down here helping other starseeds, you know, ancient starseeds that have been trapped here for way over 26,000 years, okay? Way over 26,000 years. So we're helping out old starseeds, we're helping out new starseeds, and, you know, we're helping each other out in getting out of this 26,000 year cycle. Now, saying this and realizing this, you know, Team Light itself has always existed, okay? If you watch my We Are Lucifer's We Are Lightbringer videos, I talked about on how light itself is illusion, okay? People just continue to assume meanings behind stuff that isn't even talked about, okay? And this is where the confusion comes in. Because as soon as you say Team Light, depending on who watches my videos, assumes something out of it. You know, I never said anything about being against an individual of any sort. Okay? Being against an individual of any sort. And that's not what this video is about. This is understanding what Team Light is as a whole. Okay? Now, when I first came into, you know, when I first woke up, became aware of things, was in 2010, okay, in January, and Ryan Daru, D7, okay, he, in his videos, he said he became aware and awake in March or April, something like that. But, you know, when I watched his videos, and he was the only one that to me, was making me aware of what I was going through at the time. Okay, but you know, he talked about a team light. Okay, and that's where the first I heard of it. You know, the first that I heard of team light itself. Now, I wasn't aware at the time of what it meant, and I was still learning and growing and developing on what was going on. But here now that I do know what's going on, Team Light is the whole world. We are all Team Light. And what I was talking about earlier in my, we are Lucifers, we are Lightbringer video, is light itself is an illusion. So, representing that, we are all Team Light because we are all creating illusions to experience. Okay? Everything is an illusion. See, it's daytime right now, so we are in the illusionary state of being. We are in the light matter state of being. And this is for you to discover you for yourself, okay? You know, just because I talk about this stuff does not mean that you understand it. That means that you should explore into it. Because if you instantly give an answer of no, this is wrong, then you are limiting yourself and you are limiting your mind state of being. So, excuse me for just 1 second. What? Okay, well, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see if I remember where I was at. But, you know, it's, yeah, I don't remember where I was at. But, you know, it's coming to terms, you know, that we are all, you know, we are all creating light. You know, we are all creating an illusion to experience. But the goal is to break out of the deception of illusions. And I talk more about that in the We Are Lucifers, We Are Lightbringers. So check that video out if you can. Yes, I will. Yes. I got kids. So, anyways.
Dog can you 3 toes and 2 toes.
Okay, okay.
And 1.
Anyways,
4.
what I'm getting at here is that, Ryan Daru D7 did not create this concept of teamwork. You know, and you know, I don't even want to talk to a personal standpoint of him because I'm not him. But what he is doing is he is partaking in his journey. Okay, that's a thing you need to understand is that he's partaking in his journey. But how he experiences his journey and what he creates with his journey is his personal experience. It's his personal experience. And we have no right to judge him, and we have no right to judge others who are following him. And that brings up another subject of following. You know, are you following someone, or are you taking charge and leadership of your path? So, you know, you need to become aware of this. Are you a follower or are you a leader? And that is something you need to discover for yourself. Because in this whole game itself, because this is a game, like I said, you know, light is illusion. Everything is an illusion. This itself is illusion. This is an illusion. So remember that. You know, and you need to break out of this illusion, remembering your roots, your true being, which is a starseed. You know, whether you're a young starseed or an ancient starseed, you're still a starseed. Okay, just like this bandana right here is black, and these right here can be stars, and each one of us is a star in the universe, and you need to remember that we are all stars in the universe. That's what makes us starseeds. Now, coming into that. You know, I'm on Facebook, and it's ridiculous just how much, you know, people try to become a leader of something, and they'll create a page representing something or other, you know. And it was fine at first, you know. I got added to a couple, you know. I don't consider myself in a group, but you know, they added me, and I'm able to, you know, understand more on where people are at, and you know, how they perceive things and stuff like that. So it benefits me. But you know, when you have pages multiply, you know, start out with 2 and now there's like what, 12 or more pages, and the members themselves are, you know, like on every page. So it's like, it doesn't really make sense in why we have so many pages. But you know, it's there. But it's also becoming aware, you know, because people take things so seriously. You know, and they create a page and they're like, well, we didn't create this page to represent um, negativity, or we didn't make this page to, you know, represent this. We made this page to explore further in the, you know, it's you know, limiting yourself. You know, it's no free will, no, you know, and there isn't even no free will, and I'll talk more about that too. But it's not allowing an individual's being, an individual spirit, to express themselves, you know, because each one of our individual spirit expresses something that is going to help you, yourself, and help others in some way on their path, you know. And it's understanding that is important in this whole game. um, and you know, and you have to discover this for yourself. People are so you know, trying to think how to do this. It's just like how I started this video with this belt, right? You know, you become awake and aware of who you are, and what you need to do. But sometimes when you have that awareness, it can get to your head, and you think you know more than everybody else. So you start taking action of ruling over people. And trust me, I have experienced this myself. And you know, you have to catch yourself in doing this. And it is difficult at times, because you know, there's things that one should be aware of, but they have to discover for themselves. So it is difficult, and I do understand that. Understand it. But sometimes you can look past the understanding and just think you're the best, and you know what's going on, and you know, you take this to your head and take it away from your heart. Your heart is the most important thing. So you know, you just have to become aware of where you are at, what you're representing, and what you're trying to express um, in videos, express in
Dad, there's something break right here.
in what you write and what you do.
Dad, there's a hole right here.
You know, becoming aware of your actions. That's important. Yep. Becoming aware of what's important. You know.
Okay, Bash.
And the important thing to remember is that you are a starseed, and you are here on a mission, and you have to remember that mission. And the only way you can do that is to discover everything within yourself. You know, you have to learn to accept yourself. You have to learn to love yourself, and you know, discover what your will and intent is. You know, will and intent in itself is a journey, and you have to partake in that journey to discover your will and intent. It's not just saying, "Oh, I love everybody, and you know, I'm here to represent light. You know, that's just words. You know, it's just empty, meaningless words. And this is where a lot of people are falling victim to, is words without exploring. Words without exploring. You know, if you don't explore within yourself and you just go by what people say and just say, okay, you know, they're doing the job, you know, and we just have to just express ourselves. That's not the game. That's not what's being partaking in. And it's so much deeper than that. And I'll be exploring more depth into, I'll be talking about on what consciousness, you know, on how we can change the matrix structure of this world, on how we change the consciousness flow, on how we experience things. You know, we can download as individuals consciousness streams into the world so then the whole world can experience it. And it's based on choice, on if you want to experience the download or not. You know, that's what downloads are. You know, you don't only get downloads from the universe, but you get downloads from the world, the planet that you are on. You know, and these downloads are trying to create a more state of oneness, a state of balance. But it's not entirely the case, because there's so many starseeds that are here right now from different planets, different galaxies, multi-dimensional consciousness streams that are way, way, way up in dimensions. How's it going? That are just bringing so many consciousness streams here that it's hard to be on one stream of consciousness. And this is also where people are falling victim to thinking that we are all going to create a one world, and that's not the case, because since all of our consciousness streams are so different, we are creating multi-Earths, you know, alternate realities, and I talked about that as well. Alternate realities, you know, every thought manifests into an alternate reality. So we're continuing to create more and more and more Earths. And, you know, and I talked about that too, you know, and how we need to stop creating all these Earths. That's why we're fixing timelines, to make there not be so many Earths. Because when you fix a timeline, you start merging the alternate Earths together. So, you know, you can have like 5 Earths. Say you got 5 Earths, right? And then you fix timelines of 2 of the Earths, so then they merge into one Earth, those 2 that you fixed. And then you go and fix more timelines, and then they merge together, and then you get into one Earth. So instead of having 5 Earths, you made it into one Earth. And, you know, that's what we're trying to do the best we can as Starseeds, is fixing all these alternate Earths. Advanced stuff here, so, you know, you have to discover this for yourself. So, excuse my kids. But anyways, yeah, that's one of the key things to remember. And you know, eventually people are going to, and I know people don't like to hear this, but people are eventually going to divide into the Earths that they have created for themselves. And that's where when the end of this 26,000 years is done and we reach that 0 point, you're going to end up on that Earth that you created. You know, because you are creating your path and your world that you're going to be on. You know, you're either going to stay in a 3D state of 3D Earth, and you're going to experience, you know, multiple things. You know, you can experience the destruction of the Earth, you can experience the regrowth of the Earth, you know, you can experience many different things in the 3D realm. Or you're going to merge into, you know, you're going to make it bust out, and you're going to go into the 0 point, bust through the Milky Way, be rebirthed into the new fifth dimensional Earth. And that is, as a starseed, is your goal is to make it to 5D Earth and to help as many people as you can remember who they are, what they are, and why they are here. Okay? That's one of the main goals, is being here so that we can help people get to the fifth dimension. And you also need to become aware of, that once we break through and are rebirthed, a lot of us aren't even going to go to the fifth dimension. We're going to actually go home to where we were in the first place. And that could be the 6th dimension, that could be the 13th dimension, that could be all the way up to, level 70 dimension. It's becoming aware of this. And you also have a choice as well. Say you are in the 70th dimension, right? And you're like, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and help the 5th dimensional beings further explore and to help me remember, how I got to the level I'm at. So, we'll remain in the 5th dimension to help again. That's what a starseed is. We are consciousness streams continuing to help other consciousness streams. And it's a really bigger game than that, but that's a simplified game.
Okay?
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
And you fine.
But
Are you talking about something?
yeah.
Why this marshmallow right here?
Anyways, this video is getting long and my kids are talking to me. So but yeah, this is very important to realize that you are Starseed, okay? And as a whole, we are all Team Light. I know I want to talk more about Team Light, but I pretty much discussed the whole concept in this video. So if you need to watch it again, you can, and take what resonates with you. But we need to stop this, fighting, stop taking sides, of things, stop being in groups. Groups is dividing. Groups is dividing. We're all here on individual paths. And we have to remember that. There's people that are here to help us, but we're not here to divide. We're not here to make groups. We're here to help. Being on mission themselves, it's just like, the Dungeons and Dragons concepts, or Lord of the Rings, things of that nature, you got, say you got an elf, you got a wizard, you got a black magi, you got a white magi, you got a leader, you got a thief, you got many different individual beings that have different characteristics, but each one of them helps each other out on their path, and you have to remember that we all help each other out on our paths. But you want to make sure you're not becoming part of a group, because that can start brainwashing you and making you a follower. You want to make sure that you remain a champion, remain the leader of your path, but you don't want to get this, you don't want to make this go to your head and start making people start following you. You always want to, if you do something, you want to always sit down with the people who you are with and say, okay, what did you learn from this experience? What did you learn from this experience? What did you learn and benefit from this experience? You don't want to get any praise of, oh, thank you for what you did. Thank you for what you did. You don't need that. You don't need a thank you for what you are doing. It's just getting your job done and then continuing on. I'll go ahead and end it on that. I think I pretty much talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Feel free to watch this video again. Hopefully it helps you out. Hopefully it helps you realize you know, that you are the leader and champion of your path, but you're here to help everybody out. But you're here to help everybody out, to remember that they are a starseed, you know, whether you're an ancient starseed or beyond that. Okay, and looking past your past lives as well. And I'll go ahead and I'll make a video about past lives, because I think that's real important. I discovered some things today about past lives and how they affect. Because, see, me personally, I don't have a past life here, so I'm not experiencing working out past life situations. So it's something that I'm learning on how past lives truly affect you. On your path, and how it can easily trap you back here for another 26,000 years. So I'm gonna start working on a video about that. But anyways, yeah, just remember, you're a champion. You're a starseed. Always a starseed. You're not a team light. You're a starseed. We're all starseeds. We're just remembering who we are. So anyways, you got questions, let me know. Yeah. I love y'all very much. I truly do love y'all very much. You know, I'm here to help you learn, grow, develop, and expand beyond the limitations of humanity. You know, that's one of my goals, is to help you expand beyond the limitations of humanity. So anyways, namaste, 13 love to y'all. Talk to you in a little bit. Namaste.